but why I came up here, because that particular item looked familiar and I had to ask about it. And it's basically identical, except there's a little twist to it. There's a little bit more pizzazz, we'll say. There's a little more pizzazz to it.
It does look, I bet your mom's had pizzazz too, come on. So it's a lentil and potato roasty. Did your mom use lentils to make hers?
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. She was a vegetable type of person, but say you can tell I'm a meat and potatoes type of guy, and us kids just let the chef know that's an awesome dish, because us kids ate them like crazy.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey buddy, how are you?
Good.
What are you doing here today? Are you at the school or are you with your parents?
School.
Nice. And are you enjoying the chef competition?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried a potato and lentil roasty?
No.
I don't know if you'll get to try it, but you can look at it and take pictures of it today. It'll be cool. And there's a lady making bannock at 11:30. I think she might bring some for you.
Yeah, I know how to make scrambled eggs.
You do? Oh my gosh. Tell me how you make them.
So you put the eggs into a bowl, you mix it up really good, and then you put it into the frying pan and you let it cook for a bit, and then you can eat it.
Who taught you how to do that, buddy?
My grandma.
How old are you?
8.
That's amazing. Would you make me scrambled eggs someday? I never make them very well.
Sure.
Thanks, buddy. That's awesome. Hey, how are you?
Good.
What are you up to today?
I'm going to look at all the cool things that they set up here.
Oh, neat. Well, the food pavilion's really fun. There's some awesome demonstrators and producers. There's a guy selling goat meat jerky over here and cowboy caviar. And then there's a store right over there, local and fresh, and you can buy all kinds of stuff. What have you seen so far at Agribition?
Bulls, cows, llamas, and potashes.
And potash? Oh, that's awesome. So Mosaic is our title sponsor of the Food Pavilion, you guys. And if you want to learn about potash, which is a key ingredient in fertilizer, which is what helps us grow all this beautiful food in Saskatchewan, head over to the front of the Food Pavilion. And there's some great reps from Mosaic Potash there, and they will teach you about potash. And you might even get to lick a piece if you want. I've done that before. It's really salty. Have you guys done that?
No. I also here to just not see the potashes. I'm also here to see the rocks and everything else.
The rocks? Where are the rocks?
They're over there.
Oh, I gotta go see some rocks.
Mason knows a lot about rocks, like a lot.
Oh, that's awesome. He knows a lot about rocks. Are you gonna be a geologist when you grow up?
Yeah.
That's a sweet job. Very important. Well, thanks for coming today, guys. Hang out and watch. It's gonna be a good show. Our chef needs vinegar. We need some help over here. Maybe these guys can help him out. If you're in the food pavilion, head down to this end. There is an awesome chef's challenge going on. You got a beef with me. It's sponsored by the Saskatchewan Cattlemen's Association. 2 chefs go head to head every day at 10:30. Oh, I won't be in the way here. And they're using all kinds of Saskatchewan produce. It's a great showcase of locally made produce, Saskatchewan beef, and all kinds of cool things. So now I'm gonna go ask people some questions about beef. Look out, I'm coming. Oh, Chef Milton, how are you? So Chef Milton Rebello is here. He's gonna be doing a demo at 4:30 today. If you're around Agribition, come back here at 4:30. He's going to be showcasing some Saskatchewan ingredients. And Chef Milton, I'm gonna ask you a quick question, put you on the spot. I know that you know about vegetarian dishes, so this is not a vegetarian cooking demo per se, but it's still So I'll ask you, vegetarians need, the answer is, there's three choices. More iron in their diets than meat eaters, less iron in their diets than meat eaters. Vegetarians don't need iron since they don't eat meat. What do you think?
I'll never take a guess on that. I think.
That's good to know. I just kind of do some.
I would say iron. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. More iron in their diets than meat eaters. So, little known fact, there's a ton of iron in beef, guys. If you're vegetarian, you might want to consider eating some beef because it's got a lot of iron in it. But that would go against why you're vegetarian, wouldn't it? Anyways, thanks, Milton. We'll see you here at 4:30. It's going to be great.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Do you know what kind of ingredients you're using?
I'm using beef, and I'm using. I'm going with a complete Saskatchewan style. I'm using mustard in my Yorkshires. I'm making a mashed potato with beets, and of course braising the short ribs for 5 hours. And I'm going to just finish it off.
That's different.
You're braising the short ribs for 5 hours. Okay, I am coming back, and I'm going to be very hungry. Thank you, Chef. Hey, Ryder, how are you?
Well, that's a
Anticipatory here? Yeah, I'm excited.
So Ryder's one of our judges today, and he's also the head of the Saskatchewan Cattlemen's Association, which is putting on the You Gotta Beef With Me challenge. So you get to judge, I'm really jealous.
Well, you should be. I just watching these guys lay it down is exciting. And seeing how much different ingredients they use. Pretty aggressive with the butter and the salt and all things that I like in there. And just looking at those cuts of beef, yeah, AAA Canadian beef. Once you start there, you're off to the races. And like the guy said, roasties are just a nice addition, something I enjoy out and about. So yeah, I'm liking the creativity, the pan-fried squash. Sometimes you see these things in the grocery store and you walk by them because you just don't have the imagination to prepare them. But watching some guys do things like this, you go, oh, okay, well that's not so hard.
That's really true. You know, you get so many ideas watching chefs, and there are items in the grocery store that maybe you just have no idea what to do with them. But if you hang out with these chefs a little bit, plus you can never be too aggressive with butter, can you?
No, that's words to live by there. Yeah, same with garlic and onions.
That's the quote of the day: aggressive with butter and garlic and onions. Bring it on, please. So why did Sask Cattlemen's want to sponsor this event and throw this challenge? What's the importance of it for you guys?
Well, part of what they were saying at the start was, the cuts they've chosen here are things you can find in your grocery store, and we thought, you know what, everybody can kind of get into a rut with what they prepare, but here, let's watch the pros work with sirloin and ribeye and ground beef. I think was one of the choices they could have worked with, and be able to, people come into Agribition, learn a little bit, another trick or two about maybe something they can add into their arsenal and put this in there, and we think that's important. We work on behalf of cattle producers to promote beef as well as cattle production, so this is part of it, just helping people find new ways to enjoy.
What's one of the main messages you'd like to tell people about beef and the importance of it?
Well, for every $1 million of cattle production in Saskatchewan, that's 22 jobs that are part of it. So, beef production and cattle on the land are an important part of the economy. And then cattle on the grasslands is what helps protect those grasslands and the water that's there. It's the farmers and ranchers out there taking care of that. And that's where, the birds and the other wildlife out there, they live on cattle land. So it's something that, people wonder about where it is and what happens. That's something that I want people to know, and hopefully they're having those conversations in the barns as well. There's real cattle producers here. You can ask them all kinds of questions about what they do, and if you see me walking around, I'd be glad to visit with you about it too.
And Ryder's very easy to talk to. If you see him, tall guy, black cat, he will talk cattle with you all day until the cows come home. But that grasslands comment is really important because there's a lot of land in Saskatchewan and Canada that isn't suitable for raising grain crops or any type of crops on, but it does terrifically with cattle. And cattle are also nitrogen fixing, right? They're great for the environment when managed correctly. So let's talk a bit about that and how great cattle are for grasslands and for the environment in general.
Well, grasslands is something that people can't convert to food. So cattle and other ruminants have stomachs that can convert that to food. So the rain that falls on that land, the land that's there, the water that's there, the sun that's shining there, the only way that we convert that into food is through cattle and other ruminants. So that's great. But also cattle eat a lot of byproducts from other human food production. So, you know, we'll grow a lot of barley in Saskatchewan for beer or whiskey, but the stuff that doesn't make the cut goes into cattle feed. You know, there's all kinds of food crops that don't make the grade as human food, and that comes cattle feed or maybe some other livestock. So it's an important part of our whole food chain to be able to upcycle some of these things that would be waste otherwise. So it's not, cattle aren't competing with people for food, they're often complementing our food production system, and then, yeah, harvesting the sun and the rain through those grasslands and helping take care of the habitat for so many other species. That's an important picture that I think some people want to denigrate livestock production and eating meat, but you need the whole picture before you head down that road thinking it's an environmental story. You're missing a part of it there.
Yeah, definitely. Misconceptions around agriculture abound, but the real truth is right here. Thank you very much, Ryder. Enjoy that beautiful meal you're gonna have right away. Let's go see how the chefs are doing. Oh my gosh, you guys come look at this. You can come right up here. There's potato roasties, stellar gourmet mushrooms, some roasted squash in Chef Amit's pan. So Chef Amit, if you didn't hear earlier, is originally from Calcutta. He's been in Regina for 2 years now at the